motherfucking concrete cowboys.
So basically, yeah.
It's like fucking confessions.
Alright. Once I slept with a girl and
you didn't.
probably rolled over in my own sick.
What?
I think, have we spoken about this story before?
Nope.
So basically,
Set the scene.
boom, Australia now.
Yeah.
Yeah, so think about this one.
Please just keep going.
Relax and listen to my flow. You don't know, this girl, she's on my dick. So basically, Australia, excursion for like 4 days or something, yeah? You jump in 4x4s and you drive and you get a ferry over. You drive the car on the ferry and then you get to Fraser Island, and that's like a really beautiful little island. Anyway, it's sort of
Is
like
it that good?
I mean, it's, yeah.
Yeah, right.
It is.
I was just testing you, but yeah, cool.
I don't know, I've never been there. It's just a lie, it's all a lie. Fucking, so I'm first up. I'll drive first, you know, and it's all bumpy and stuff. Yeah. like it's my own car, isn't it? I'm like leaning back in it.
Suspension's great.
Yeah, I zipped this one up last night. You know what I mean? So we jump in the car. And
Who was it?
so there's like 3 cars, yeah? So
Yeah.
3 different cars, and I'm in one of them. Me, Jess, these other 2 blokes that we got 3 blokes that we got friendly with. So Jess is in the front seat with me,
Yeah.
and then there's 3 blokes in the next row back.
Right.
And in the row back after that, there's these 2 Swedish girls.
Okay.
Yeah? And they've been this. So basically, I'm driving. You know, you got your rear view windscreen,
Yeah.
you know, and because there's the car is full, I'm looking through the thing, and she's just right bang in the middle, yeah. So every time I look in the rear view mirror to look behind me, she's just there. You know what I mean? Like, so I'm looking at her, and it looks like I keep looking up at her, but I'm not.
You're like, can you duck down, please?
Yeah, it's like I can't see what's going on. Anyway, but she's giving me the eyes, yeah. So all of a sudden, I'm like, this is gonna probably happen in the next few days. We spend the next few days together. And
Quite.
What?
It's usually like, oh, this is going to happen tonight, and you're like, you're such a planner that you're like, all right, the next few days we'll see how it goes.
They went to the last night. So anyway, the first day you're going around, you're doing all these different things. You go to the beach, and we get a little bit of talking, but she doesn't speak English very well. But
Oh, right.
it's quite sexy, and
Yeah.
oh hello, Toby, and you know they do that.
Getting turned on.
Jesus, they don't do like this a little bit, yeah. That was Turkish. Don't know why she's Turkish now. Anyway, Swedish, blonde, fit.
Proper fit.
Yeah. She
Alright.
probably fit, she's like prop, like she goes to the gym, innit?
Right.
Like, so she's not fucking beefed up, but she's got a good little tight bod on her.
Yeah.
She's got a rig, mate. And, it fucking first day we're just talking a little bit and whatever. So we have a few little chats, but we're all together just laughing around. First night we're drinking and stuff because we all camping there. First night, and I just get way too drunk, like stupid drunk. Like I'm just like rolling around and shit. And I go into my tent, and me and Jess are sleeping in there. Jess is off with some old bird. It's like 40 years old. You know Jess, he loves the old birds. But we're in this, it's like a teepee, so it's triangular. It's got 4 corners, 4 walls on it. Yeah. And in the middle of, I get into the tent, lock the thing up behind me, so it's in the middle of the night now, and I'm laying down and I'm like, Jess, I need to throw up. I need to throw up. So I get up on my hands and knees, and I'm like trying to find the zip to get out, yeah, and there's only... I'm like this, yeah? And I'm trying to find the zip to get out, yeah? There's only 4 corners, yeah? I must have done about 8 laps of this tent. I swear to God, the tent's about this big. Yeah, I must have went around like that, fucking searching for the zip. I still couldn't find it. I'm an idiot, yeah? Eventually, I'm like, I'm gonna throw up. Where's the thing? And Jess is like, oh, for fuck's sake, fucking, just zip it opens. And Jess tries to get up. He can't find the zip either. He's like, just throw up in the corner. And I just threw up all in the corner of the tent, like disgusting. And I'm just so fucked that I'm just like, all right, and I'm gonna go to sleep now. It's obviously time for sleep.
Glad that's over.
And long story short, I leave it there. I wake up and they're waking up early. Like, all right, guys, let's get on the road. I'm like, okay, cool, and I'll sort that out later. Didn't sort it out.
What, so you're still camping there? So you go on a little trip for the day and come back?
Every day we're doing different things, driving around the island and shit. So we're doing that again for the next day. I haven't cleaned up the thing. We go back to our campsite. We start drinking and shit. But this time I take it a little bit back a little bit. She's on the other side of the table, and like everybody's just chilling out, and I just like stand up like a fucking tool and just start downing this beer. Honestly, I'd never seen someone so attracted to me.
Really?
I don't know why. It was the most disgusting thing. I was like, just fucking stinking of sick. I haven't showered. I must have looked like shit. Anyway, I'm downing this beer, and like as I'm downing, I'm like looking down. And I can just see her like looking at me like just frothing, mate. You know what I mean? Like, fucking like, oh my god, I'm gonna fuck this guy. Yeah,
100 more mils and I'm his.
Yeah. So anyway, got lucky, brought her back to mine, and then as she's in the tent, I just realised I'm like, fuck, there's sick in here somewhere. Somewhere in this tiny little maze. There's some fucking there's like a pile of sick in the corner. Anyway, we fucked, and I don't know if she got any sick on her, but she must have. That we were all over the place. But yeah, she probably rolled around in my sick a few times.
Fuck. Was it a decent fuck?
Yeah, man. She was there for the next couple of nights, and she was on it those couple of nights. Then we got back to the fucking hostel because you sort of group up together and you meet people along the way.
Yeah.
So I met up with this other girl that I met that nothing happened between us, but she was like, oh, you're gonna be on the same trip as us, and it turned out it wasn't, luckily, because this other girl was.
Yeah.
I was like, fine, quick. So we got back to the hostel, so we all meet up together, and this other girl is trying to is freaking the fuck out, man. She's like, oh, you didn't really like me and all this shit, and I'm like whatever. She's trying to fuck hard, like sneaking into my bed and shit.
Shit, for real.
And I'm trying to sneak off to fuck the other one.
Yeah.
And so in the end, I was like, we had a camper van. Me and Jess had a camper van, and I said, right, to this Swedish girl, I said, right, let's go to my camper van because this girl is just like non-stop.
Yeah.
And so I had to go out into the camper van, and we was in the camper van, but this other girl, she was tripping. She was Israeli. Yeah. And man, they're fucking serious people, man. They're intense.
Yeah.
And she was just like, well, you don't like me, you don't like all this shit. And I was like, oh, trust me, I do, but just like, can we just like, because this is like the last time I was seeing the Swedish girl, so I was like, right, let's fuck this girl again.
So you're patting it out.
Yeah, man.
And then did you fuck the Israeli girl?
In the end, yeah, because we met her further along the way.
Fuck.
Yeah, and then we met the fucking Swedish one further along the way as well.
Oh, really?
Yeah, and this sleeping in hostels is terrible, man. And we were both in hostels, and it was way too busy in there. And we just went to a local fucking. It was in Cairns, like top right hand side of Australia, and there was just like that. It's just partying there non-stop. I was there for 2 weeks, and I was just partying, and the Swedish girl came up and fucking. She was just on it, man, non-stop, and fucking after every single night, she was like, "Oh, should we go back to the toilets?" yes, we should. And then she was just fucking in the public toilets on the fucking beach. Do you know what I mean?
That's
disgusting.
So sick.
It's disgusting, man. Because you're doing it. I was like, "Whoa, this is disgusting." Like you want to fucking don't want to get your back on it. Fuck, man.
Shit, was she your best fuck from travelling?
Nah.
Nah.
She wasn't the best. She was a good fuck bitch. It wasn't like, oh my god, it's the best ever. But man.
Fuck, as if.
Fucking funny, man. She was... And then, when I was with Taylor, my ex-girlfriend, I was in Bali, and then I saw her in Bali. And
really?
We just walked past each other, because she had seen on my Instagram, like, get the girlfriend, and
right.
sort of acknowledged each other, like...
That's so funny.
So funny.
Small world. Who was fitter, her or Taylor?
I was looking at her like... Looking at Taylor. You want to go get your nails done or something?
Oh shit, that's tough.
Yeah, man.
Did the thought in your mind pop up about how can I work this out so Taylor goes back to the thing and I... Such a liar. I definitely would have done that. I've definitely had those thoughts.
I mean, the thing, like, fucking could have, but like, it's just being stupid, isn't it? You just...
No, if
as you're going to sleep, you're like, oh fuck, I wish I could have fucked her.
if you really tried.
That would have been funny, innit?
That would have been so good.
Oh dear. Man, in that same hostel in Cairns, like, this is where we met up with that Canadian guy, and Jess went to Bali for 2 weeks, and me and the Canadian guy were together. Oh, man, the amount of just alcohol and sex was in those 2 weeks was just disgusting. Every single night we were going out and we were just doing stupid shit, and because you become a little bit of a face, you think you've got like a little bit of fame to you, so you start you're talking to everyone, and all the girls can see you're talking to them.
Oh, is it like that? It's small enough that you can like build a bit of a rep.
Yeah, a little bit. Because there was only like 2 clubs that you could go to there, and everyone would go there. So you would just fucking find your little niche group and fucking work the room. But so fucking there was this one girl, a little English girl. She was like this tall, literally like this tall. We got back to mine and it was a hostel again, and everyone was sleeping.
Boy.
Come on, guys, party! And so we decided to go into my toilet. It was quite a big toilet room. So shower, toilet, and then like a mirror in the middle.
Right.
So I'm like, yeah, let's get in the shower. Yeah. And she's like, no, let's go to the toilet. I'm like, all right. I sit down on the toilet. I've told you this before, haven't I?
I think. Yeah.
I'm sitting. If I spoke about this on the podcast, I don't want to keep repeating myself.
I don't think so.
Fucking hell, man. Anyway, I'm on the toilet. I'm sitting down. She's straddling me because she's so small, man. Her legs don't touch the floor, so she's fucking me like this, yeah. Well, she's trying to. I don't think she's ever had sex before, yeah.
How do you come across all these girls?
I mean, that's the only girls I can get. Fucking, she's on top of me, and instead of like fucking going for it, she can't get the grip off the floor.
Right.
So her legs are like this, like literally off the thing, and I'm just there like, what are you doing? And I'm like trying to
balance
it. I'm on
it.
the toilet, so like my back's all up straight, and she's just like, it's not gonna work, is it? I'm like, no, it's gonna work. Shut up. It's gonna work. I'm nearly there anyway. Yeah, she was. Fucking, that's a funny one, man.
But you got there in the end with her.
Yeah, I got there in the end. She left straight away.
Oh really?
Yeah. I felt like a bit used on that one.
Oh.
Yeah. She was just like, all right, thanks, bye. And I was like,
literally
that was pretty shit, then, wasn't it?
Oh wow. Fuck. Fair play to her.
Yeah. Other one, the lanky one. Did I tell you about the lanky one that was there?
No, I think Jess has mentioned it, but you haven't gone into detail.
So, whilst we were in Cairns, I'm smashing out Tinder, and there's this English one of her pictures, really pretty girl. I'm looking at pictures and it's like maybe a little bit tall, but I'm like, whatever, cool. Conversation keeps going. She goes like, we're talking like a lot throughout this first day. And we're meeting that night, and then like a lot, like just I'm sitting in my hostel, got nothing to do. And she's all of a sudden she's been like, how tall are you? Like, this is make or break sort of thing. And I was like, oh shit. I'm 5'7", how tall are you? And she was like, I'm taller than that. Man. Yeah, man. So anyway, we was like, laughing about it, which I guess we'll just have to sit down all night then, yeah? Alright. Fuck. Look at me, I'm tiny, yeah? Like, I'm small, I'm just a small person. And I'm in the club walking around, fingering on the man, and I'm like, yeah, like texting her, like, where are you, and all this stuff. And I get to the bar, and I'm looking at the bar, and then all of a sudden I go like, I'm like scanning the bar out, and then I go, whoa! Man, she must have been 6'5".
Fucking hell.
Massive! Anthony Joshua size.
Yeah. Reach.
She was fucking tall, and I'm walking up to her on my tiptoes. I swear to God, I'm on my tiptoes. I'm walking up to her like that, and my calves by the end of the night were pumped to fuck. My calves were just like exploded. Get talking to the bar and stuff like that, and like, because we've been talking all day, I was a bit like, haha, like, let's not dance and shit because we can't. So I'm like, right, let's go back to yours or something. Anyway, can't go back to hers because it's a hostel. This hostel thing is a problem, man.
Yeah.
And yeah, so we find her hostel's toilets.
Right.
She's honestly this tall, man. Yeah. Like this tall. Look at me. Look at, that's how her chin starts. Trying to chill her. Like she's honestly this tall, and like we're kissing. And
how?
What? She's fucking bending over.
Oh my god!
So embarrassing.
So you were like that. What was she doing? Was she arcing over? Like some
like,
sort of fucking god.
Anyway, so she's like, alright, like everything's spicing up a little bit, give her a little tickle. You like the tickles, yeah? A bit ticklish. Fucking hell. So basically, things are heating up a little bit, and she like turns over, like bends over, like, putting her things down. And her arse is up here. Her arse is up here, Matt.
Go on, try tackling it.
It's not I was trying to mount
Trying to lift up your own body.
Oh my god. Yeah, she was like bent over like this, and then she just had to keep she was squatting, and then I could finally sort it out. And then after a while, she was like, alright, it's hurting so much, because she was like fucking.
Yeah, she was cramping up.
Yeah, she was cramping up, yeah. And she had to turn around. I swear to God, this is the funniest thing ever. She started to give me a blowjob, yeah. Yeah, even her on her knees, she was here. Yeah? Honestly, Matt, I swear to God, on her knees, she was up to my nipples, and she was trying to do that, yeah, like trying to bend over again, and she couldn't even do it then, like my dick's down here, yeah, and her head's up here. In the end, she sat down in the corner of the shower. She backed up on the thing, and she just slid down. She slid down, and she was just...
You can't have been turned on at this point.
No, man, I was like, alright, yeah, I've come, and I haven't. I think I did finish off, but it was so fucking funny, man.
Just that noise on the thing as well.
Yeah, fuck.
Oh my god. That's too funny, man. When you have those things happen to you, you like... You must be like, this is such a good story, right? Or are you like, oh, what the fuck am I doing?
None of it was good, you know what I mean? It was just, oh, that would be a funny story.
Yeah.
So it wasn't really enjoyable, but... It was
Somebody had to do it.
Oh, man.
Fucking priceless.
Man, I need to tell you the funniest sex story.
Yeah, go on.
All right.
Have you said it already?
I don't know about the foursome. Or the orgy.
No, I don't think so.
I think I might have, but I'm not sure. I'm going to tell it one more time. Wait, have you got any first?
No, you go.
Fuck. So, me and this Canadian guy, we've gone off to a farm. Jess is still in Bali, and then we have to come back to pick Jess up to bring him back to the farm.
Right. Just with a girl out in Bali.
Yeah. So Jess is coming back the next day. Me and it's fucking 10 hours into the middle of nowhere.
Oh shit.
So we have to drive all the way to Brisbane. That's where Jess is flying into tomorrow. Get a hostel there. Underneath the hostel, there's a club.
Right.
It's just like normal, like whatever. But it's like a backpacker club.
Yeah.
Backpacker bar. Like a dingy sort of, don't know what they call them. Anyway, there's a girl on my Instagram that I was talking to on Tinder before I left to go travelling.
Right.
It was like a couple of days talking, and you know what I'm like. I'm like, yeah, cool, whatever, nice. And then I just don't reply, or she doesn't reply, and it just gets boring. I see that she's in Brisbane. So I message her, I'm saying, hey, how you doing? Don't know if you remember me. I'm coming to Brisbane tonight. I've been here for a while, and then I'm got to go back tomorrow. And she's like on it, man.
Oh
She's
shit.
like, we'll have to meet up then if you're only here for one night and stuff. I'm here with my friend, and I'm like, I'm here with my friend, yeah.
Fuck.
And then she like drops like something, like we're texting, and she dropped something where I'm like, she's trying to fuck. She said she said something like, I can't. I don't know. Anyway, she's just been a bit of a little tart, but sexy, but whatever. Man. So I'm like, get to the place, and she's like, oh my god, we're staying in the same hostel, yeah? So I'm like, perfect, we're upstairs, we paid a bit extra to have just our room up by ourselves, so it's two people.
Right. Presidential suite.
Literally, it was on the top. Looking over, just shit.
Yeah, fucking wasteland.
So we're getting there, my perfect, we're up here, if you're ready for pre-drinks, come up and we'll come up. So
nice.
pre-drinking. They come up, and they're like a bit standoffish, but a little bit like obviously just really nervous. So they're like, we're pre-drinking with me and Mike, my mate, we're looking at each other, we're like, fuck, do we even know we need to go to this fucking club?
Right,
club
yeah.
downstairs? Let's just have drinks and let's just stay here. Let's fuck, you know what I mean? They're fucking just completely like, oh no, let's go downstairs. Oh, how many more until we go downstairs?
Oh fucking hell.
Alright, we'll go downstairs. Yeah? So we go in this place, we get a drink, and we head to the dance floor, and we're like, literally, it's like this. I'm on the dance floor, I'm drinking, having a little boogie, little dance, yeah? And she just sort of turns around, and just starts kissing me. Do you want to go back up to the room? Yeah! Yes!
I wanted to stay in the room actually.
So anyway, so I'm like to Mike, I tap him on the shoulder and I'm like, let's go, sort of thing. And he's like, and she's, his girl is like kind of on it as well.
Right.
And they're like, yeah, let's go upstairs. I start making our way upstairs, lights are off, fucking, Mike's over there on his bed, like it's a room like this side, but two single beds on each side.
Yeah.
Yeah, so I'm on one, he's on the other. It's just so funny, man. She's not like a big girl, but she's, you know, like quite big boned, you could call her, yeah? A little bit of chub on her, but it's like sexy, yeah? And Mike is the skinniest fucking guy there is, man. And like, I looked over, and Mike's just like looked like a creature crawling on top of her. And she was all tanned and he was all pale, and it was disgusting, yeah? He was like creeping on fuck, it was too funny, man. He fucking was just going hell for leather on her, poor girl. And my one, we were just fucking and stuff, and then I just couldn't come.
Right.
Just couldn't come. I was like, fuck.
What, big drink or?
Yeah, I was drinking. I was just like, by this time I was drinking all the time, and I just couldn't. It just wasn't gonna happen. You know, sometimes it just isn't never gonna happen. Yeah. And plus, it's because he was over there. Putting me off a little bit. I was like, how are you doing there? So I was like, yeah, okay, like fucking hell and shit. And then at one point, I think he goes, because in his Canadian, holy shit. At one point, he looks over at me and I was going, health level, and he goes, holy shit, dude. I just looked over like, oh, this dude, like. So basically, I'm fucking this girl and I'm like, oh, right, I'm done now. I've come. Yeah.
What, did you actually have to fake it like that?
Yeah, pretty much. I just had a condom on and I just pulled out and just said, yeah, I'm done. Anyway, I'm like, man, it's like 10 minutes, you know what I mean? Like, not long. I think, I'm like, oh, I'm tired, I'm going to go sleep. She lies down next to me, starts sleeping with me, like, yeah?
Yeah.
Mike over here is still going. Yeah?
Right.
So I'm like face that way, yeah. And like, I'm like turn myself over, yeah, so I'm not looking at him. And I look over, yeah. I look over behind me, and all I can see is this man. He's like this skinny little dude, yeah, and she's bent over, big girl, big bum. He's just going like this, yeah? He's going like this, like this. And I'm looking at him like, what the fuck is this guy doing? I didn't think anything of it. I feel like, oh, like, what's going on? Yeah, just remember this. Like, not looking at it, he was like putting his head back and shit. Like, I was just in pieces. Anyway. The night goes on and I'm like her friend leaves unexpectedly.
The big girl.
Yeah.
Right.
Like then to finish, and my one's still sleeping with me. I wake up like in half an hour's time and I'm fucking horny again. And I'm like fucking whatever. And honestly, Matt, this happens like 3 times. She starts sucking me off, yeah, and then I'm just like, all right, that's enough. And then like, I tell her, alright, I go on it. And she, like, honestly, on and off.
Like clockwork.
Like clockwork, like every half an hour. And now it's just like, for 5 minutes, do it, alright, I'm bored now. I don't know why I was doing it. I wasn't even that drunk. It was just weird, yeah? Anyway. She leaves in the morning. She goes back down to her room. And, I'm like, me and Mike are laughing about it, joking and shit. He was like, holy shit, dude, you were fucking her, man. You were railing her. And I was like, yeah, fuck. I was like, why was you fucking her like that? He wasn't even looking at you. I thought he was like looking at me and stuff like that. He was like, I think she was on her period, dude. And I was like, oh shit, really? Hold up, let me rewind a little bit here, yeah? I wake up in the morning and I'm like fucking looking around a little bit and there's like specks of like little droplets somewhere, yeah?
Wait, where was this? Like on the floor?
On the floor, in the little table next to the bed, on his sheets. Just like real weird stuff. And I was like, Mike, what the fuck's happened sort of thing. He was like, yeah, I think she was on a period, dude. And I was like, really? That's really weird. How has she got period blood everywhere? Yeah?
What the, yeah.
Like, everywhere. Like, there's just speckles of it everywhere. Anyway,
like a fucking murder scene.
Yeah, my one comes up. Yeah? My one comes up and she was like, oh, I'm really sorry about my friend last night. She had to leave. I'm sure you know what's happened and stuff. And I was like, no, what? She was like, oh, she was a virgin. And Mike fucked her in her ass.
No fucking way.
He was behind her, fucking her, and it was just shit. It was just shit coming out. Like, I'm not joking. This actually happened, yeah? You know, you hear all those stories like, oh, you remember when that girl shit herself? Like, this happened. He was fucking her, but she was just, it was just shit splatting out everywhere as he was fucking. And he was going like that to like block the smell.
What the
yeah,
fuck?
He was like, I don't know, my pussy stank, man. No, Mike, it was shit. It was the funniest moment of my life. I had never laughed so much. I was rolling on the floor. Like, oh my god.
In the shit, you dirty bastard. Shit of a virgin. What the fuck? How does that even happen?
Man, the funniest thing. Sometimes I message Mike now. There was a picture of her up on Instagram. Because I still got that other one. And I sent him a picture of this girl, and fucking, he was just like, oh my god, this is too funny, man. But he was like, oh my god, I can't forget her, man.
But she hasn't forgotten either. But how? So did she just think that's how sex works?
I guess so, man. She was a virgin. It was her first time, and he fucked her in the ass by accident, and just shit everywhere. Oh man, it was honestly.
I don't get how neither fucking party is.
Yeah, she didn't say anything. She's nervous. He didn't say anything because he didn't know it's pitch black in there. You know.
In where?
Yeah, in her ass. Pitch brown.
Oh, the fact that it was fucking going everywhere.
Just like little speckles of stuff everywhere. Shit, literally.
Yeah, literally fecal matter.
Man, I was.
How did he carry on though? That must have been
Literally,
the stench. Just
like must have been awful. You know when you're right there, and you get a good whiff of it as well.
oh fucking hell. That's too funny, man.
I honestly spent about an hour like belly laughing, like, and I was having tears down my eyes, and like tears down my eyes. I was never been in so much laughter in my entire life. That's how fucking good it was. And then I came back to the farm, and there was a Christian guy there, like really Christian, and I didn't realise that he was a virgin as well. He must like been like 25, but he's like the Lord and Saviour is whatever.
Yeah.
So he was like, oh, how was your weekend in Brisbane? So I was like, oh my god, man, you have to listen to this. It's so funny. And I just was like, oh, so Mike fucked this virgin, and turns out he was fucking her in the arse, and he got shit all over her, and she didn't say anything because she was nervous, and he was just like, and I didn't realise how, this was right at the beginning of getting to know him, so I didn't know how serious he was about God.
Right.
Or just religion in general. And he was serious.
Fuck.
And he just didn't find it funny. He was in shock. He was just like, that's what happens when you have sex or whatever.
Yeah.
It's like, it was like, even that was just hilarious.
Man, he has definitely not had sex after hearing that story.
Good old Sam.
Fuck. That's unbelievable, man. So it's weird to me that you still have all of these people on like Instagram and stuff, and they'll pop up, and you just have a little memory come into mind.
She's got a fucking boyfriend now, the one that was like sleeping, like I was asleep and she was just sucking
right
off. I was literally like that on my bed and she was just sucking off, and I was just like, alright. And then half an hour later I'd be like, come on. So weird, man. Like, what?
As if like it was a chore that just had to be done.
Honestly, that's what it felt like for me. I was like, oh right, I guess we have to do it again then. It was weird, man. It's because Mike was there, I just couldn't get into it.
Yeah.
And I was like, oh no, I do want to fuck.
Shit, did you not smell what was going
I
on?
had no idea. Because I didn't want to look at him that much anyway.
Yeah.
Just put me off. Yeah, all I saw was that. And that was it. I was just like looking at him like, what the fuck is that guy doing? The next morning he told me, I was like, oh my god. It just all started to click, like why he was doing that.
Yeah.
Fucking, I was just like, oh my god.
Fuck, man, that is priceless. I need a piss.
Go on, have a piss.
And on to the next girly little drink.
Man, you must have some funny stories though, man. You must have some funny stories from uni and shit.
Yeah, there'll be a couple if I can fucking remember them. You know what my memory is like.
Trying to think what other ones there are. There's a couple of weird ones in Thailand.
Ladyboy.
Yeah, ladyboys at the ping pong show. I was the one getting fucked. Oh fuck. Fuck man, let me just have a little think. Let me have a little think about what other ones.
Yeah, I'm trying to think of the best ones from uni. There won't be any like. Won't be any too crazy ones like that. Just in general, tomfoolery. Oh fuck, man! This one's so much better. No, it's all right.
Alright then.
That was really good, actually.
Well, this one's better.
I'd say this one's better. Yeah. No, for next time. Yeah, in uni, man, it was weird. I kind of came into it a little bit fresh faced to everything, really, because I was doing football for so long, so hadn't really been going out that much. Was seeing my ex for a good part of the kind of later years of secondary school.
But also, when you first go to uni, you are young, man.
Yeah.
When I was travelling, that was when I was like 23 or 24.
Yeah.
And when you went to uni, you was 19?
Yeah, I must have turned 19 like the first week of freshers or something.
It's young, it's different.
It is when you think about it, it really is. But it just fucking opened my eyes up, because I went on that, I was meant to go to an open day. So I think I'd been to 1 or 2 open days for my other uni choices, because you theoretically go and visit like your top 5 unis to see which one's the best fit. Visited a couple and they all looked nice. Visited like Sussex and somewhere else, I can't remember where. Skipped one out, and then it was the open day for Leicester. And obviously my brother was at Leicester already he had just done his first year, going into his second, is that right?
No, he was going into his third.
He was going into his third.
Yeah.
So I was like, okay, sick, I'll come up, stay with Joe, and then do the open day the next day. Gone up, stayed with Joe. Obviously that hasn't happened at all. We've just like gone out with him and all of his mates, and I've been like, fucking hell, this is perfect.
Yeah.
And there was a good story from that night actually about getting into a bit of a fight, but we can come back to that.
Get right into it, man. Who'd you knock out, mate?
Everyone. So it's just like getting way too carried away with the occasion, just being like, fucking hell, like, is this what uni's actually like? Like, all of Joe's mates are big drinkers, they had a good little group, like a lot of them were kind of like sleeping around and all of that, so it was just like the perfect situation to come into, to be like somebody's younger brother, do you know what I mean?
Yeah. And that must have been perfect.
Yeah, because they all had these little like, their own little offshoots, dramas going on and things like that, and I was like, fuck. And so we were on this night out, just had way too much to drink, like got carried away with the occasion, and I can't remember exactly how it happened. I think we must have been squaring up in the club, and we all got kicked out, and so we've all been carted off, and this guy was initially squaring up to me, so my brother's there, and he's like quite a tall guy as well, so he must have been looking down. There you go, missus. And so we had been kicked out, and then it managed to break up or whatever. A couple of Joe's friends were taking me off, and I saw Joe and him squaring up. And yeah, like Joe was doing his usual like laughing it off, and this guy was just getting more and more frustrated because he clearly like wanted something to happen. And so me being me, I was drunk, I was getting carted up this like little hill away from it all. Me being just completely drunk was like, if he touches my brother, fucking idiot. Anyway, as I've said that, this other guy has been like, look, he's not going to touch Joe, it's fine. As that's happened, I've turned around and seen this guy like go to give my brother a slap. I fucking bolted, honestly, down this hill, 50-meter sprint, as fast as I could, and like just fucking jumped. You see that scene in Troy? Jumped over Joe's shoulder, fucking connected with this guy so perfect, man, and he's just been slumped on the floor.
No.
So then after that, we've done a bit of a runner, and like I thought I was the fucking shit. Everybody else was just like, what the fuck are you doing, man? Joe, make sure this kid does not come to our university. Just thought it was
literally your first night there.
Yeah.
Like, what the fuck is this guy doing?
Yeah. And
I could just imagine Joe being like, alright, man. That wasn't necessary, was it?
Okay. Yeah, so then we've gone back and just chilled out, woken up next morning, and I was like, fucking hell, this is perfect. So then,
I'm in heaven.
Heaven. So then went back there in September, and fucking, it just felt like everyone was fucking.
Really?
So I was like, shit, got to get in on this. And
everyone is in Joe's friends and your friends, or just everyone?
Just like the population of the university, yeah. It was fucking crazy, man. There were like some prolific numbers being put up. And like it all just came with like a little bit of added drama, you know?
Yeah.
So it was just...
Pulls you right in.
Yeah, you're just in your own little uni bubble. But yeah, there were a couple in the first year, a couple of girls that would like cheat on their boyfriends and things like that, and I'd just be like, fuck, this is like what dreams are made of. And then you just look back on it and you're like, oh shit, poor guy.
Yeah, I mean, you gotta go through it, innit?
Yeah. But yeah, there were a couple of girls that in first year in particular that were just fucking just going for it, man.
Oh, just everyone's like, everyone's had a go.
Yeah.
I love them ones. Good girl.
Amazing. Yeah, should have kept some of them a bit more regular.
Mate, have you ever had like a threesome or orgy?
Never. I think you asked me this last one.
Oh, did I?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I get it, mate.
Do you want one?
You've come to
Yeah, I don't know why I thought about that.
Yeah, I haven't. I think the...
Mate, how do people get like 3 girls just to fuck them all? Even a threesome. Who fucking... When does that opportunity ever come out?
It's a weird one.
How have you done that, mate? It's weird, isn't
it? Picking them up like one by one throughout the night.
You and you.
I'd like you to meet. Yeah, fuck. Man, I can't think of any like standout times from uni.
Just a big blur.
Yeah. I mean, I was getting my numbers up, but I'm not sure the quality was that great.
The thing is, once you do all of it and then you finish up, you're just like, is it worth it? Or
yeah,
the story's funny, but like it wasn't that fun. I could have just had a good night's sleep.
That's the wave you're riding on at uni, especially. You're just like, fucking hell, can't wait to tell the boys the next morning and like find out what they've all been doing. There was always either like a fight or somebody had banged somebody or somebody got pied off or whatever.
Oh man,
it's just fucking perfect.
It just sounds like a big boys' holiday.
Big
boys' holiday. Like when we went to Malia and Magaluf and whatever.
Yeah.
It just sounds like that. Just like when you're fucking fucked up and then in the morning you go, oh, wait, what did you do?
Yeah.
That's what it's like literally all the time.
And then like some people went to lectures, some people didn't. But I'd struggle to like pin a time down where we didn't do 3 nights a week, at least for the first 2 years going out. Because we had Mondays, which was like the standard club in Leicester. We had Wednesdays, which were like all of the sports socials. And then we had Fridays, which was like the big uni night out. And there was just always something going on. It was just fucking perfect, man.
Yeah, when you're in that, because you don't need to worry about anything, really, do you? You're
just
a young guy and fucking everything's set up. You do a little bit of work and you party. You do a little bit of work and party.
Yeah. And you just line it up as well. You're like, I remember thinking genuinely like, right, okay, Monday I'll try it on with her. Wednesday it's a social.
Up, really?
Yeah. Wednesday it's a social, so I'll be on my football thing and like the football social most of the time linked up with the cheerleaders social. So then it was like, okay, so Wednesday it's going to be this girl, and then Friday's my day off. I can just go and do
Fuck man, it does sound like fun.
So much fucking fun. And then you had like all the personalities of each person in the group. Like Joe had a really good group. Joe had quite a big group of friends, but they're all pretty funny. And then you had some characters who were just like a bit dopier. But you had like a good core group of boys there. My group, you got all sorts. We had like Dave and Adrian, who were from South London, so like really got on with them. And then you had Franny, who was from Yorkshire up in Halifax. You had Baker, who was from Watford. So it was just all of these different characters, like just pretty much all just trying to do the same thing, just fucking get a girl on a night out.
That's too much fun, man. That's the only thing I regret about not going to uni. It's just doing that. I think that's what everyone says, isn't it? That doesn't go to uni.
Yeah, I definitely, for anyone that's like
done
in two minds, it just doesn't matter about your level of academic intelligence anymore. You can find a course and get on it, and
you can, if you're a girl, you can go on OnlyFans. Be a TikTok star, whatever, man. There's opportunities out there.
Yeah, but like there's a course for fucking everyone for uni.
What do you mean?
Like, it doesn't matter what your level of intelligence is, you'll always get onto a course, I can guarantee it. Really? And you'll have like the university experience, yeah.
Oh shit.
Yeah.
Can I go back?
Yeah, be a bit weird. Probably wouldn't get a number of girls you think you would. They'd be like, who's this creepy old guy?
Yeah. Why has he got wrinkles on his forehead?
Stress, life.
Oh gosh, you just don't know, dude. Life hasn't hit you yet, has it?
You try moving your whole family out of the house.
I've aged like 10 years this week. Oh shit. Oh, fucking hell. Come on, give me some funny stories.
Fuck. There was this one girl in, I've definitely told this story before. There was this one girl in our halls that like, so she was maybe 2 floors above me in our little halls, and then it's like it's almost like a little community kind of thing, the student halls, and you'll have different ones dotted about. Man, she just went fucking crazy, but I kept on going back to her like throughout the years.
Classic, yeah.
It was like a weird relationship that slowly fucking matured as the years went on. So at the start,
now married.
I love her. So she was a couple of floors above, got friendly with the girls and that, and she wasn't a particularly good looking girl, but she just like showed this interest, and I was this fucking green guy. So I was like, oh my god, a girl showing interest. Yes, this is sick.
Girls.
And in my mind, I was like, I know I shouldn't, because she's just living upstairs. We get on with her housemates and everything.
Fuck it all up.
Could throw a bit of a spanner in the works. And then, just one night got fucking too drunk and had no control or whatever. She started sticking it on me, saying like how obsessed she was, blah, blah, blah. Like she was going for it. And it was quite sexy when a girl's onto you like that, being like, it's gonna happen.
Yeah.
You're like, shit, I think it is as well.
Keep saying it.
Anyway, tried to put it off for like a couple of weeks, and then eventually it happened. Fucking decent fuck as well. It didn't even happen on a night out. She came around to watch a film one night, and I just lost all composure, man. She was like, fuck it, we're doing this. Like, ripped her clothes off. Genuinely ripped her clothes off.
No.
And I was like, fuck, I'm trying to watch the film, but cool.
What film was it?
It was like some stupid horror film, I think. That's always the move. Do you do that?
I fucking hate horror films, man.
Yeah, I don't like them, but it's such a good move for girls.
Is it? Why?
Because they get all cuddly and...
Yeah, I guess you're right. I've never done it.
And you're not
scared.
Don't touch me!
Hey, man.
Yeah, so she's like fully bought into it then. And I was like, look, it was just like a one-time thing.
Right.
And a part of me as well, it's bad. A part of me is like, I don't really want everybody else finding out about it either.
normal. Don't feel bad about it.
Because she's not great, and then it's like, okay, word will get around and could mess up some other opportunities.
Yeah, you don't want that.
No. So I was properly trying to like damage limitations. Let's make sure this doesn't get around. And I think I even said that to her, which pissed her off the most. So then she's come back for more and is obviously like, you know, what are we doing here, blah, blah, blah. And I've just been like, nothing, it's done, blah, blah, blah. Get to a night out and I'm like, fuck, it's such an easy one. I'm just going to go through with it. Woke up the next morning and was like, okay, you've got to go now. See you later. See you at like breakfast in an hour. And seen her later on and she's like face like thunder. And I'm like, fucking hell, like, I get it. Like, you're pissed off, but fine. She's like, can we talk, please? And I'm like, oh, here we go.
Oh, no.
Sit down.
Oh, no, she's pregnant.
Yeah.
Shut the fuck up. She's actually
like,
pregnant.
I think I'm pregnant.
What, from this morning?
In my mind, I didn't connect the two. So I was like, oh, fuck. Fuck, what do we do? This is the first girl that I've banged at uni and I've managed to get her pregnant. 100%. Yeah, and I was like, okay, well, like we have to go and get a test and whatever. Walk down to the fucking nearest Tesco's.
We have to start looking at preschool.
What's the area like? Do you know?
The catchment area.
And fucking, she was like, well, I can't go now, I've got a lecture. And obviously I was like, sack it off. I'm sacking it off as well.
Yeah, it's a little bit more important.
Yeah.
Our baby needs a good school.
So she was like, look, I'm gonna go to my lecture, we'll sort it out afterwards. Like an hour or two is not gonna make a difference. In my mind, I'm like, this baby's fucking growing inside. 2 hours.
It's got a heartbeat now.
Yeah. She comes back to halls like walking with this kid. I'm like, fuck, she's had it.
Oh no.
And so she's rang me up after a lecture and was like, right, I'm going to get a test. And I was like, okay, fucking hell. Like, I'll pay for it, just come back and do it. She's come back with it and it's come back negative. And I was like, everything started to click. And I was like, oh, fuck, you're crazy.
Yeah, man.
You're genuinely crazy. And she created this whole fucking drama. But that shit me up, man. I mean, it didn't shit me up enough to...
Not go back there.
No.
You went back there?
Yeah. Like a year later when...
The next day.
Let's try again.
When she's already got that app when it tells you she's ovulating. You're like, now.
Yeah, went back like a year later when it was... Everything had calmed down. We both kind of knew the score at that point, and it was just like hooking up for old time's sake. But fuck, man, that scared me so much. I was like,
what is it about girls who do it? Because that's happened to me before. What is that, man? Is that just like a desperate thing, or is that like a psycho thing to keep you all to themselves? Is that... I don't know. What is that? Do you know what I mean? Because we wouldn't do that.
Probably not. I mean, some guys would.
Do you reckon?
Yeah, want to keep a girl to themselves.
Yeah. Yeah, I guess so.
I think it's called boyfriend and girlfriend, actually.
We just don't have an excuse, a good enough excuse.
Yeah.
But yeah, when I was seeing a girl in school, we split up, and then a month later she sort of came up to me and was like, whenever we had sex, we did always wear a condom, didn't we? Yeah. I think it's time to take it. I think I need to take a test. I think I'm pregnant. And I just grabbed her by the wrist and said, all right, let's go to Boots right now. And then, because I was only young, I stole her two pregnancy tests, went back to hers, and then they both
one
come.
for you, one for her.
Shit, I'm pregnant! And then I was like, yeah, fucking, let's have a, whatever, go away. She's away for like 15 minutes. And obviously they're both negative, but for me at that moment, I'd never been so scared in my life. But like, it was obviously like, looking back on it, it was just a lie.
Yeah.
You're just lying because you want an excuse for us to talk again when we could just talk. Like,
Yeah.
It wasn't being horrible to her or anything, but I don't know, man. Fucking scary shit.
Yeah, I've had a couple of those. I think a couple of those, but you get a bit numb to it after a while, or you can kind of spot the ones where you're like, yeah, I think you're all right, actually.
Yeah. Fuck.
Yeah.
Gills.
Uni was just a fucking different world.
Man, we gotta do some more we gotta do some travelling together, and then we could fucking start planting the seed all over the world.
Yeah.
Oh man.
Genghis Khan.
Yeah. 50 years time, everyone's gonna have a bit of Toby and Matt genetics.
Yeah. Where would you travel right now if you could? Where would you do a bit of travel?
Thailand,
Really?
Vietnam, Cambodia.
How come?
You're just so free there, man. You fucking get a little moped, go wherever you want. Fucking hostels everywhere. Everywhere's easy, beautiful, hot, girls, beaches, good food.
Yeah.
It's heaven, man.
I see your argument.
It's heaven over there. Honestly, if I could go anywhere right now, it'd be somewhere in that Asia, maybe like Bali, Indonesia, something like that. That's where I'd want to go right now.
Yeah.
Yeah, man.
Yeah, I think I'll probably agree with you, to be honest.
And fucking be good if we went, or just like, a group of us, four or five of us, or whatever. Just a group of boys, we rent out a place and just go do what you want, man. It's fucking so sick.
Yeah.
All the little markets and all the other travellers that are there, because it's such like a hub for travellers. It's like so easy to travel there. You don't have to worry about too much, so you can just enjoy yourself as much as possible. But you can also go off track and then go see some really good, like see different cultures, read stuff or whatever. Got to do it, man.
Got to do it.
In Thailand. Oh, welcome to Thailand.
Is that what they say?
Now, once when I was working on this place in Australia, just on the construction site, doing some labouring, and there was another Israeli guy. Israeli guy. And for some reason, he couldn't pronounce Thailand.
Right.
And he was like obsessed with Thailand, yeah?
Yeah.
But he had never been. And I was like, so, the usual traveller talk, oh, so where have you been? And he was talking a bit like this. And I said, oh yeah, I've done the usual thing, Thailand, Asia route. And, oh, you've been to Thailand? Oh, that's really nice. I like Thailand. And I'm like, what the fuck? He didn't stop saying Thailand.
Even when you were saying Thailand?
Yeah, I was saying, yeah, Thailand's really good, right? Yeah, Thailand? Oh, yeah, Thailand. Yeah, man. That guy, we met one day, yeah, on the construction site. We just spent that day together chatting and stuff. And then, he wouldn't stop messaging me, man.
Yeah.
It's like clingy girlfriend. And, 2 weeks later, it was his 30th birthday or something.
Right.
And then he was messaging me, hey, just 3 of my buddies and their girlfriends are coming over. We're gonna have some drinks at mine. Do you want to come? And I just like, no. Sorry, I'm in Thailand. Fuck, man. You meet so many people traveling, man.
Yeah.
So many different people, and I'm an antisocial person as well, and I met so many people.
Yeah, but were you back then?
Yeah, man.
Really?
Yeah. I was never the middle of it all. I was always on the outskirts.
You definitely have that draw, like you say. There must be so many people like that who spend a bit of time with. Yeah, listen.
No.
They spend a bit of time with you, and they're messaging you after, being like, "Oh, we should do this, and this."
Honestly, no, man. When I'm with you, this is when I'm really comfortable. I can be easy. I can joke around. I can make little jokes that I find are funny, and without any worry about getting some sort of
I get that
thing. And when I'm at my easiest, if me and you went away, we would be the centre of attention or not centre of attention, but we'll be the centre of the social group, or we could easily get in there because I've got you to bounce off of.
Right, so we
would
both
bounce off.
have that level of comfort.
Yeah, exactly. But
I get that.
Because me and Jess are there, and not I'm not like this with Jess, but I was just a bit more relaxed. I was like, fucking, I don't want to go out tonight. Let's just go down to the beach or something. That's what it was most nights, really. And then on the off occasion, I would go out. But that's what I mean. If I was fucking really trying to be out my shell as
Yeah.
much as possible. But I would have been out every single night with someone different, and then it's so easy to do. But yeah, that's what I mean. If I'm meeting people and I was antisocial, if we went and we was just like this when we was abroad, it would have been fucking crazy.
Yeah.
Girls. Man, I need some girls, man. I need to set up my Tinder. I know I keep saying this, man, but I might do it tonight and then fucking have it ready for Sussex. But what am I gonna do? Who am I gonna sleep with in Sussex when I'm fucking living with my mum and dad?
It's a bit fucking difficult, isn't it?
And it sounds weird, you know what I mean? Unless you go out with a girl and you meet up with her and you're like, yeah, and then you can say like, oh, should we next time should we meet up? Should we get a hotel or something?
Yeah.
I suppose that's what you got to do, innit? Yeah, I'd fucking try and do that. But then, do I want to go out? Fucking try and.
I know what you mean.
It's long, isn't it?
It is quite long.
But it's bad though. Like, why do we have this? This is like, it's bad for me. It's like, I'm just trying to fuck, man. Do you know what I mean? I'm just like, I don't want to fucking go out and have dinner and stuff. Like, you're fit. Like, what, do you want to meet up and like maybe have a drink and go to a hotel? Or do you want to meet up in the hotel? You know what I mean? Like, what are we doing here, man?
Yeah.
But then, for me, it sounds perfect. But like, to a girl, they'll be like, "Oh my god, this guy's a creep," or "This guy's a psychopath. He's going to try and kill me or piss on me or something."
Yeah, I think you got to play the game a little bit, haven't you?
Yeah.
Yeah, give it a go though.
I need some pictures, man. But I haven't got any pictures. I've got old pictures of me travelling and stuff. I haven't got any with my long hair or anything like that.
Oh shit! Yeah, luscious locks.
I'll take a selfie.
Take a couple of screen grabs off of this. Perfect.
Maybe that one when I'm right at the beginning.
Or the one where you're pretending to fuck the tool guy.
What's the time on this? Let's wrap this bitch up, yeah?
Let's do it. What are we gonna fucking do next?
I think we'll bring these up to you.
Yeah. Alright, cool.
Yeah?
Tour. Concrete Cowboys tour.
Coming to a city near you.
If that city is London.
At Muswell Hill and Manny's house. Fuck, man.
Cool.
Shout out your mums.